everybody, and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. My name is Big Bill. How are y'all doing today? As I'm doing good. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys had a wonderful start to your week. As today is Tuesday, March 24th, 2026. How are y'all doing? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing wonderful. Good morning, and good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you guys are watching from. And I just want to say, if you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Hope you all have been liking the videos and enjoying the content. And if you guys are not new to the channel, you guys have been with me for a while, welcome back, or thank you for all the love. Alright, I can't stop laughing. And it's a little glitch in the trailer, or the load, I guess. Ready? All the brake lights for the cars come on. That's not supposed to happen. Ready? No, that's... Oh, I don't know how I didn't take notice of this earlier. For some reason, they quit recording on me, and I had to restart everything, so... Yeah, it's Monday. You can definitely tell it's Monday. But anyways, how are y'all doing? Hope you're all doing well. Let's talk about today's load real quick. Today we're hauling luxury SUVs. We're going from Amsterdam, Netherlands, Amazon to be exact, to Mannheim, Germany, DB Snucker. Now, I just want to zoom in on the, I will jump on the map here in a minute to show you guys why I'm actually going to go straight instead of going looping around and taking it through Dillsburg and that. We have 8.5 hours before we have the rest. We have over 12 hours just for, okay, now never mind. We are just now under 12 hours before the load, or the driver mate. There we go. I haven't played a single game in since probably the last time I recorded, to tell you the truth. Driver remains is 11 hours and 45 minutes. Extra stop is, like I just said, just over 8 hours. Trip distance and trip time. Trip distance and trip time is 6 hours and 46 minutes. 281 miles is the trip distance, and the trip time, oh my god. What? Shut up, Billy. Cargo weight is 24,471 pounds. 14,810 euro is what we're getting paid. Not too shabby. Trying out something new with the channel here, or trying out something new, and I figured I would bring it over to ETS2 before I take it over to ATS and try it out over there. And that is, there at the beginning, I showed off the truck and the load, and I also showed up F1, where it shows you what the load is, you know, all the stuff, like the lights, the speed limits, everything else. It also shows you the truck damage, you know, and then I also brought up the map, the big navigational map. Yeah, the reason I brought that up was to show you guys, okay, this is where we're going, or this is where we're picked up from, and this is where we're going. That way, I don't have to sit here and hit pause, and then, you know, I do want to show off the truck a little bit, but I want to get more miles down the road, you know what I mean? I don't want to be just sitting here talking to you guys and bore you guys out. So that's why I'm trying something new. If it does work out the way I think it's going to work out, I will gladly take this over to ATS and try it over there. So, now if you guys don't remember the last video, we took a load to Amsterdam, and you know, at the end of the video we were looking for the freight market, and a couple of you saw this load, and a couple of you actually had a pretty decent question for me. A lot of you actually asked me this question, which I found ironic and weird at the same time. But you know, I've been a part of truck driving, or I am a truck driver, and you know, trucking has been part of my life for a very good part of my life, actually. The question is, and we're going to use this bridge for example, the stacks there. Why do our car haulers over here in the United States of America, Mexico, and Canada, why do our car haulers have the stacks underneath the truck instead of out to where they normally are? Okay, so before all this stuff about emissions, regens, or, okay, instead of, you know, we're gonna go back a little bit. Before we go to in-depth, okay, on why the stacks over here in America are underneath the truck and not back behind like, okay, so the reason I'm talking about the stacks are, so before emissions, before all that, before all DEF, before all that stuff, okay, car haulers over here in the United States of America, before they put the cars on the top of the truck, the stacks would be up there, like on the Peterbilt 379 that, you know, we have in ATS. Now I'm gonna go straight through this intersection, so don't panic. But anyway, they would have to maneuver cars around the stacks. Now the stacks would go up through where the cars would have to either go onto, or in this case, okay, there's it reset itself. Yeah. Anyway, off topic, I know. Anyway, so pretty much what would happen is, like, let's say this was an American rig, them stacks would be either on a car or behind a car or in front of a car, to where if the truck didn't have DEF or those regulations, if it would roll black smoke, then that black smoke would actually go into the car. Which is why nowadays, especially the newer, I think it's the newer Peterbilts, the 389, or not the 389s count, but the new 589s, if you ever take a look at the drive axles of a car hauler, like the 3 main axles on the rig, and then you get the 2 trailer axles, right? So you have the steer axles and then you have the drive axles. The exhaust, why are we braking? What is the purpose here, people? I gotta get fuel, so. Is this the one where I want to get fuel? Yeah, this is the one. I would go a little bit further down, but I'm like, you know what? I don't really want to chance it. You know what I mean? So, we're just gonna stop and get fuel now. But anyway, of course, Volvo. Of course. Come on, boo-boo. Oh, my. Nice red. Ooh-wee. Oh boy, that was a lot of fuel. Well, of course it's gonna be. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Before we had, you know, all that stuff, you know, and before, you know, they designed it, the newer trucks, the Peterbilt 389, Peterbilt 589 are a good example. Is if you look at the drive axle on both sides, it don't matter which side. I think every company is different. But anyway, if you look down on them, you will see the exhaust coming out from the bottom. And that's how they are nowadays, is that majority of the time the exhaust is coming out the bottom of the truck. Which is perfect for car hauling. Now, let's say our exhaust was coming out the bottom of our fuel tanks, which are on the side, okay? Then we wouldn't have to worry about the white car up top here getting covered in black smoke or soot or any of that stuff. And that's the whole reason why they did it too, is so that the cars don't get covered in soot or pretty much, you know, if they're a white car, yeah, you don't want a white car going black on you, like, not like an accident, but like covered in debris, covered in soot, you know, all that stuff. So Very good question indeed. Trying to think here, because y'all come up with like the best questions, and I mean it too. Like, y'all come up with some really good questions, and I like it. I like it a lot because, you know, you guys keep me, you know, focused, you guys. And the reason I say it like that is because, you know, it's good to answer questions that you guys have about trucks, or hey, why do I run this spec, or why do I run this truck and not that truck? You know, why is that? You know what I mean? So now I know I'm going to get asked this question is, you know, car hauling, okay, is this a full, would this be considered a full load over in America? No, this would not be considered a full load. And the reason I say it's not considered a full load over here in America is because underneath this red car back here, there would be a car. They literally, and figuratively and literally, when I say this, car haulers, they want to fill the whole unit with cars and trucks or vans, you know, whatever it takes. Now, the big Sprinter vans, they can only put, I think the max is 3. Now, the big pickup trucks like the 3500s or the F450s, the F550s, and them trucks, I believe it's only 3. Am I not mistaken? I think it's 3 of them. So. And yes, I do have a little bit of allergies because, you know, with this nice weather we've been having them here in Pennsylvania. Yeah. So my nose is all flared up. I can feel it in the back of my throat. It's all flared up. So don't really have anything too much to talk about. Don't really have too much to talk about NASCAR. The entire Rec 1. I wasn't even home for Sunday. I was actually, because of the nice weather. Me and a very good friend of mine, we got together, and our ladies came with us, and we actually had a play date with the kids. The kids wanted to have a play date, so I was like, you know what? It's a nice, beautiful day. Let's get outside and enjoy some sun. And that's what we did. Had a great time. Saturday was pretty much the same. And what I mean by the same is Saturday, took my son to an Easter egg hunt. When it has some late lunch or early lunch, or depending on what time you call late or early lunch. And then we went to a park, played around for a little bit, and then came home, relaxed for a little bit, and then got the energy and went back out to another park because it was just so beautiful out. So yeah. Yeah, a couple of you actually did mention and take notice that you did see a lot of the trucks have skins. Yeah, that's part of the chassis cat. So yeah. And speaking of questions, I really don't have that many because, you know, this wasn't really, well, I mean, I do have a couple here. I could probably space them out to where, you know, they're a little bit longer. But it's actually a pretty good question here. I'm gonna give you this a solid 10 out of 10. Top 5 candies. Now, when you say candies, Are you talking about like? All right, so I'm gonna give you my top 5 candy bars and my top 5 candies. Okay. Candy bars: Kit Kat, Snickers, Twix, Hershey bar with almonds, and a regular Hershey's bar. Those are my 5 in that order: Kit Kat, Snickers, Twix, Hershey with almonds, and then regular old Hershey bar. Now I would add Hershey's cookies and cream bar, but meh, you know what I mean. As for candies, now I'm gonna Linden truffles are my go-to chocolate candies. Like, I love Linden truffles. Oh my god, yes, I just do. They're my favorite. They are my all-time favorite. But we can take a. Oh, I don't feel like stopping and take a photo. But here's our fellow car hauler. He's looking at me like, yeah, man, you got a spot for another one back here. Yeah, bro, I know. But very good question. Now, Linden truffles, Linden chocolate is my favorite. Trying to think of the one that's covered in either hazelnuts or something. But it's round. It's like a chocolate ball, but it's covered in nuts. Trying to think of that one. Oh, Aero Ferrero. Love them as well. But candies. Okay, so first place is Jolly Ranchers. Second, let's go Sour Patch Kids. Third, third, Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces. Fourth would be any M&M's. Fifth, let's go Haribo gummy bears. Haribo, actually anything gummy related, like gummy sharks, gummy bears, you know. Let's go with that. We'll go there. Now, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but everyone's like, okay, favorite Jolly Rancher and go. Okay, so my favorite Jolly Rancher is blue raspberry, followed by green apple, cherry. No. Blue raspberry, green apple, watermelon, cherry, grape. In that order. And there we go. Don't need anything with them. Yeah. See, that is why. See, that's why I like you guys' questions. You guys make me think to where I'm not even gonna be able to talk. I want to say you want me to go that way. Yeah. Okay, I can answer this one. This is going to be a little bit of a rapid question. Least favorite sodas and go. Top 3 if you can. Anything diet is number 1. I'm sorry, anything diet. I mean, I could drink diet soda every now and then, but not consistently on a basis. You know what I mean? Not all the time. So there's that one. Not really big into root beer. That's another one. Not really into root beer. Okay, I thought you were gonna go, but you know. Oh my god, the 4-ways come on too. Alright, we got time. Don't really have, I think that's it, just diet soda and root beer. Alright, E. Oh. Good job, everybody. Now, 295 miles, 5 hours and 16 minutes, 56 gallons of fuel consumed. Boom. Alright, I'm going to do another one of these, and then the next time I'll do a long distance. Alright, we do have a couple of minutes here. I'm not going to keep rambling on. I'm actually just going to jump on here real quick and see if there's anything coming out of Mannheim. Skitter. I mean, I know we're going to have to sleep, so I mean, it really wouldn't matter to me. I mean, those two are really decent, so I don't know yet. We'll have to look around and see what is available. So, but alright, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to keep rambling you guys on. Let's show off the truck in with this trailer. I do plan on doing more. Maybe we'll pull that again. I don't know yet. I just think that's hilarious. Let's see. I don't know if it'll do it because, yeah, we're not connected. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank you for all the love on here on YouTube. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the community rising. And let's see y'all next time. Alright, guys. Take care. Thank you for all the love on here on YouTube. Please like, comment, subscribe. Bye.